Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Jai Shri Varaha Bhagwan. Varaha Avatar is the third incarnation of Lord Mahavishnu. Whenever the earth is in trouble due to sinful people, then the Lord takes various forms and removes its sorrows. In the Satyug, when the demon Hiranyaksh hid the earth in the abyss, then Lord Mahavishnu incarnated as Varaha or boar and saved the earth. The place where Lord Varaha had brought the earth out of the abyss and placed it there is famous as Shukar Kshetra Dham, Sorji, on the banks of Bhagirathi Ganga. His Shakti or wife is goddess Prithvi. Dharnidhar Lord Varaha attained salvation at a place called Shukar Kshetra Dham, Soranji, which is in Kasganj district of Uttar Pradesh. Hence, since then, Shukar Kshetra Dham is situated in Soranji in the form of Hari Ki Paudi Adi Ganga, in which the bones of the dead turn into dust in just 3 days. This is the only Adi Ganga in the world which destroys all the 10 types of sins. Birth of Hiranyaksh. Once Rishi Kashyap, who is the son of Marichi, offered kheer pudding to please the Lord, and after finishing his worship, he sat in meditation in the fireplace during the evening. At the same time, Diti, daughter of Daksh Prajapati, she is Kashyap's wife and mother of demons. Diti, in lust, went to Kashyap with the desire to have a son. Diti requested Kashyap with sweet words to get along with her. On this, Kashyapji said, "Oh dear, I will definitely give you a bright son as per your wish, but you will have to wait for one prayer." After sunset in the evening, Bhutnath, Lord Shankar, roams around on a bull with his ghosts, spirits, and yakshas. Seeing you engaged in sexual activities at this time, he will become unhappy. Therefore, this time is not appropriate for procreation. The whole world will criticize me. This time is only for evening prayers and worship of God, etc. Those who behave like ghosts at this time go to hell. Even after her husband explained her in this way, she did not understand anything, and that lustful Diti shamelessly caught hold of Kashyapji's clothes. On this, Kashyapji considered the divine will to be strong and bowed to the divine and fulfilled Diti's wish, and after that, taking a bath in pure water, he started chanting Gayatri, the eternal form of Brahma. Diti, after conceiving, prayed to Kashyapji, O Aryaputra, Lord Bhutnath, forgive me my sin and do not destroy my pregnancy. His nature is very fierce, but he always protects his devotees. He is my brother in law. I salute him. When Kashyap finished his evening prayers, etc., he saw his wife praying for the welfare of their child and trembling. So he said, O Diti, you did not listen to me. Your mind was immersed in lust. You indulged in pleasures at an untimely time. Two wicked sons, extremely horrific and inauspicious, will be born from your womb. They will torment the innocent creatures of the entire world with their atrocities. They will destroy religion. They will harass sages and women. When their sins are full, God will become angry and kill them. Diti said, O Lord, I also wish that my sons should be killed by the hands of God, not by the curse of a Brahmin, because due to the curse of a Brahmin, a person goes to hell and takes birth. Then Kashyapji said, O Goddess, you regret your deeds very much. That is why your grandson will be a great devotee of God and will brighten your fame. That child will serve the saints and will defeat death and become the courtier of God. Diti was very happy to hear from Kashyapji about the birth of a god devotee grandson, and all her sorrows ended when she heard about the killing of her sons from God himself. Her two sons, Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu, were born, and according to the laws of nature, they started walking on the path of evil. By the will of God, great men like Prahlad and Bali were also born in their family. The curse on Jaya and Vijay. Once Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar. These four are called Sanakadi Rishis and considered to be the ancestors of the gods, became disillusioned with all the worlds and went to Lord Vishnu's Vaikunt Lok to meet him for peace of mind. Two gatekeepers named Jay and Vijay used to guard the gate of Vakunt. Jay and Vijay stopped these Sankadi rishis at the gate itself and started forbidding them from entering Vakunt Lok. On their refusal, the sages Sankadi said, "O fools, we are the greatest devotees of Lord Vishnu. Our progress does not stop anywhere. We want to have a view of the Supreme God. Why do you stop us from having darshan of Him? You people live in the service of God. You should be as impartial as Him. God's nature is extremely peaceful. Your nature should also be the same. Let us go to have a darshan of Lord Vishnu." Even after the sages said this, Jay and Vijay started stopping them from entering Vakunt. On Jay and Vijay stopping them in this way, the sages Sanakadi got angry and said, "Even after living near Lord Vishnu, you people have become arrogant, and an arrogant person cannot live in Vakunt. That is why we curse you, that you go to the sinner world and suffer the consequences of your sins." On being cursed in this way, Jay and Vijay fell at their feet in fear and started asking for forgiveness. Knowing that the sages Sanakadi have come to meet him, Lord Vishnu himself came to welcome them along with Lakshmiji and all his counselors. Lord Vishnu said to them, "O sages, I have ministers named Jay and Vijay. Both of them have committed a crime by insulting you by being arrogant. You are my dear devotees, and by disobeying you, they have disobeyed me as well. By cursing them, you have done a good deed. These followers have insulted the Brahmins, and I consider it as my own insult. I ask for forgiveness on behalf of these ministers. Even though it is the servant's crime, the world considers it to be the master's crime. Therefore, I seek alms of your happiness." With these sweet words of the Lord, the anger of the sages Sankadik immediately calmed down. They were very happy with this generosity of the Lord and said, "You give so much respect to the Brahmins only to maintain the dignity of the religion. O Lord, we have cursed these innocent ministers in the grip of anger, for which we ask for forgiveness. If you deem it appropriate, you can forgive these gatekeepers and free them from our curse." Lord Vishnu said, "O sages, even though I am all powerful, I do not want to disprove the words of Brahmins, because it violates dharma. The curse you have given has been given by my inspiration. They are definitely entitled to this punishment. They will be born as demons in 3 births and will be killed by me. Despite being hostile towards me, they will remain absorbed in my meditation. After their destruction by me, they will return to this abode again." Then Jai Vijay's first birth was in the form of Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu in Satyug, and Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu were killed in Varaha Avatar and were killed in by Varaha Avatar and Narsimha Avatar. In Treta Yuga, they were born as Ravan Kumkaran, who was killed by Sri Ram. Finally, in the third birth, they were born as Shishupal, Dantavakra, and were killed by Sri Krishna, and they returned to Vaikuntha Dham, the abode of Sri Vishnu. Hiranyaksh's killing. Jay and Vijay fell from Vaikuntha and entered Diti's womb. After some time, Diti gave birth to 2 sons, whom Maharshi Kashyap named Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh. At the time of the birth of these 2 sons, many types of terrible disturbances started happening in the 3 worlds. Heaven, earth, sky all started trembling, and terrible storms started blowing. Ketu and Rahu started sitting on the sun and moon again and again. Meteorites started falling. Lightning started striking. The water of rivers and reservoirs dried up. Blood started flowing from the breasts of cows. Owls, jackals, etc. started crying. Both the demons rose to the sky as soon as they were born. Their bodies became as big as mountains of steel. They were wearing golden armor, earrings, bracelets, etc. Hiranyakashipu pleased Brahma by doing penance. He took a boon from Brahma that he should not die during the day or night, nor should he die outside his home, be it inside or outside. In this way, having become fearless and having conquered the 3 worlds, he started ruling as an emperor. His younger brother Hiranyaksh started destroying his enemies by obeying his orders. One day, while roaming around, he reached Varun's city. On reaching the netherworld, Hinaksh requested Varundev for a fight and said, O Varundev, you have conquered all the demons and devils of the world. I ask you for arms of war. You fight with me and prove your war skills. Hearing that demon, Varun Dev got very angry, but looking at the time, he said smilingly, Oh brother, now I don't have the desire to fight and I am no longer capable of fighting a powerful warrior like you. You should go to the Yagya Purush Narayan, only he is capable of fighting you. On hearing Varun Dev's words, that demon went to Devrishi Narad and asked for Narayan's address. Devrishi Narad told him that Narayan has taken the form of Varaha and has gone to take the earth out of the abyss. On this, Hinaksh reached the abyss. There he saw Lord Varaha bringing the earth by keeping it on his tusk. That mighty demon said to Lord Varaha, Hey wild animal, from where have you come in the water? Foolish animal, where are you taking this earth? Lord Brahma has given it to us. You wretched one, you cannot take this earth out of the abyss as long as I am here. You are the enemy of demons and devils. That is why I will kill you today. Hearing these words of Hirnyaksh, Lord Varaha got very angry, but he did not think it right to leave the earth there and fight, and tolerating his harsh words, he quickly came out of the water like a Gajraj, that is an elephant. Hirnyaksh also came out chasing him and said, Hey coward, are you not ashamed of running away? Come and fight with me. After placing the earth on the water at its proper place and providing it with its proper support, Lord Varaha turned towards the demon and said, Hey Gram Singh, that is dog. We are wild animals and we keep searching for demons like you. Now your death is on your head. Hearing these sarcastic words, Hirnyaksh became mad with anger. He pounced towards Lord Vishnu with a trident in his hand. Lord Vishnu quickly invoked Sudarshan. The chakra came in his hands. He broke Hirnyaksh's trident into pieces with his chakra. Hirnyaksh started using his Maya. Sometimes he would appear, sometimes he would hide, sometimes he would laugh, sometimes he would start crying in scary words, sometimes he would rain blood, sometimes he would rain bones. Lord Vishnu kept on destroying all his Maya acts. When Lord Vishnu had made Hirnyaksh dance a lot, he slapped him hard on his temple. His eyes popped out due to that slap. He fell on the ground and lay motionless. The attempt was made. A fierce battle took place between Lord Varaha and Hirnyaksh, and finally Hirnyaksh was killed by Lord Varaha. Being killed by Lord Vishnu, Hirnyaksh went to Vaikuntha Lok. He then became the guard of the door of the Lord and started living happily. It is good to love Lord Vishnu. It is also good to hate him. The one who loves also goes to Vishnu Lok, and the one who hates goes to Vishnu Lok after being punished by him. Love and hate are both equal in the eyes of God. That is why it is said that God is beyond all kinds of differences, very far. As soon as Lord Varaha won, all the gods, including Brahmaji, started praising him by showering flowers from the sky. As per Bhagavad Puran, Brahma created Manu and Shatrupa and ordered to create the world. For this, land is required, which a demon named Hirnyaksh took and slept inside the ocean using Bhudevi as his pillow and surrounded himself with fasces out of fear of the gods. Manu Satrupa saw water everywhere and told Brahma about it. Then Brahma thought that all the gods do not go near the faces, only a pig can go near the faces. He meditated on Lord Vishnu and gave birth to Varaha Narayan from his nose and ordered him to bring the earth up. Lord Varaha descended into the ocean and killed Hirnyaksh and freed Bhudevi, that is earth. This is another story related to the birth of Hirnyaksh and Hirnyakashipu. Hirnyaksh and Hirnyakashipu were the twin demon sons of sage Kashyap and his wife Diti, who were born after mother Diti was pregnant for over 100 years. Both of them are considered symbols of greed. At the time of their birth, many disturbances started in heaven, earth, and space, due to which people became very frightened. The earth and mountains started shaking, meteors and lightning started falling. The clouds became so dense that the sky became dark due to the disappearance of the sun, moon, and other planets. High waves started rising in the sea, and the creatures living in it became agitated. The terrible, ominous sounds of jackals, owls, dogs, and foxes started being heard in the villages. The birds started flying out of their nests, screaming in fear, and the animals started excreting urine and faces in fear. The cows were so scared that their udders started bleeding when milked. The clouds rained pus. The idols of gods started shedding tears, and trees started falling without any storm. All the planets started fighting with each other. All the living beings thought that the world was about to be destroyed. After birth, these two demons soon grew to be as big as mountains and had bodies of steel. They were so tall that their golden crowns touched the heavens and their huge bodies covered all directions. Due to the boon given by Lord Brahma, both the demon brothers became free from death and became very unbridled and free. All the gods would hide in front of Hinaksh's brilliance, and he kept looking for opportunities to fight with everyone. Once he entered the deep sea like a drunken elephant to play in the water, roamed there for years, and went to the netherworld and started challenging Lord Varun for a fight. Lord Varun was very angry, but with his wisdom, he explained to him that except Lord Puran Purush, no one will be able to satisfy him in the war. Angered, the demon started searching for Sri Hari. Greed is very difficult to get rid of. It does not go away even in old age. Greed also creates obstacles in good deeds, and it is eradicated only by contentment. Therefore, one should develop the habit of contentment. Lord took the Varaha avatar to redeem the earth which was drowned in the sea of sorrows due to the spread of greed. As per Upanishads, God resides in every living being. Therefore, the whole world is the auspicious form of God. Brahmaji appeared from the lotus that emerged from the navel of the Lord, who created the universe and gave birth to Kam. Kam fascinated the first father, from whom Swambhu, Manu, and Queen Shatrupa were born. And from this, the growth of the population started. He bowed to Brahmaji and asked for his worthy order. Brahma ordered him to produce virtuous children and to rule the earth righteously. Manu asked for a place to live for himself and his subjects. Seeing the earth submerged in water, Brahma thought how to drain it out. Then he thought that only the Almighty Sri Hari could accomplish this task. While Brahma was lost in this thought, suddenly a Varaha child appeared from his nose, which grew as big as an elephant while standing in the sky. Marichi and other sages, along with Sankadi and Swambhu Manu, discussed with Sri Brahma, "Ah, what a wonderful creature has appeared here today. Undoubtedly, the Lord, the personification of Yagya, is captivating our minds." At the same time, Lord Yagyapurush assumed the form of a mountain and roared. The Almighty Sri Hari made the directions resound with his roar and made Brahma and the best of the Brahmins happy. Hearing the grunting of the illusory Varaha god, the sages residing in Janalok, Taplok, and Satyalok began to praise him with the sacred mantras of the three Vedas. Considering their praise as the form of Vedas, Sri Bhagwan became very pleased and then roaring entered the water for the benefit of the gods. First, the boar like god raised his tail and leaped in the sky and shaking the hair on his neck, dispersed the clouds with the blow of his hooves. His body was extremely hard. There were coarse hairs on the skin, beards were white, and radiance was emanating from his eyes. Such a radiant and graceful god, in spite of being a Yajna Purush, due to assuming the form of a boar, was locating the earth by sniffing with his nose. In spite of being the abode of love for his devotees and compassion, in this incarnation he looked ferocious, but he looked with a very gentle gaze at Marichi and other sages praising him and entered the water. When his hard body fell into the water, the ocean burst open with its force, and a terrible sound like the thunder of the clouds was heard in it, as if the ocean was calling out for protection. Then Lord Yajnamurti reached the other side of that huge body of water, ripping the water with his sharp hooves. There in the abyss, he saw the earth, the shelter of all living beings, which Sri Hari, who was ready to sleep at the end of the kalp, had absorbed in his own stomach. After this, he got ready to bring the earth submerged in water up from the abyss by taking it on his tusks. The fight between Varaha god and Hirnaksh. When the beautiful lord was coming out of the water, the mighty demon Hirnaksh attacked him with a mace from within the water to obstruct his path and started abusing him. Sri Bhagwan also despised and ridiculed that demon in anger. His anger became as sharp as a chakra, and a fierce battle ensued between the two for a long time. Then, on the prayers of the gods, Sri Bhagwan released the Sudarshan Chakra and slapped Hirnaksh hard on the temple. Due to the blow, his body started spinning, his eyes popped out, his hands, legs, and hair were torn apart, and he fell lifeless on the earth like a huge tree uprooted by a storm. At that time, due to Hirnaksh being covered in blood, the Lord appeared as if an elephant had hit the red soil. Just as an elephant holds lotus flowers on its teeth, in the same way Brahma, Marichi, etc. were convinced that this was the Lord on seeing the blue colored Varaha Bhagwan coming out of the water, holding the earth on the tip of his white teeth. Then they folded their hands and praised him with Vedic mantras. Listening to that prayer filled with love and compassion, Lord Varaha, the protector of all, stopped the water with his hooves and placed the earth on it and infused his base power into it. In this way, placing the earth brought from the abyss on the water, Lord Vishwaksena Prajapati became invisible. Lord Varaha took out the earth submerged in the ocean but did not keep it with himself. He handed over the earth to Manu, that is, man. Whatever came in his hands, he gave it to others. This is the feeling of satisfaction. He told Manu to take care of the earth according to the religion, and then he merged into the form of Badri Narayan. The religion of man is to make the society happy. This ideal was taught to humans by Lord Varaha through his conduct. To remove greed, one should take shelter of the feet of Varaha Narayan. The feet of Lord Varaha are the symbol of satisfaction. Till the Hirnaksh in the form of greed is not destroyed from the mind, sin and unrest will remain. All the people who are listening to the story, please say with me, Jai Varaha Narayan, Jai Shri Varaha Narayan, Jai Shri Varaha Narayan.